For the weapons of our weapon are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down the strongholds. Standing at attention when it's sons of God. Nobody say a word when it plays the same. Hebrews boy.
The other nation got to get to the bottom while we rise to the top.
Head game. Call up the troops, boots on the pavement. Call up the troops.
7 days unleavened bread, fringes swinging, Bible spread. Brothers with uncovered heads, spitting fire, scriptures read. Teaching will the Israelites, not confused with Ishmaelites.
You're walking around with Jephthah, but we bringing back the king.
Gold menorah on my bike, uniform of a prophet, choco boots and shining blight. Esau isn't full of type.
Thighs out, breasts out, hips out, vagina showing, man shirt off, pants sagging. That's perverseness.
People he will recompense it back. Christ is coming, he's the son.
Who's the king? 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 Who's the king?
Standing at attention when it's sons of God. Nobody say a word when it plays the same. Hebrews 4 and 12, better know your place. Scripture slicing both ways, we ain't playing games. Call up the troops, boots on the pavement.
Sister, what's your name? Charlie, right? Charlie? I'm gay, all right? So, I got a question. Why is it important that our sisters dress in a certain way? Why is that? Right, it's a law, but why did God tell us to do it? What's the purpose behind it, right?
So we can know what we know.
Get that, Leviticus 19. Absolutely. Right. Watch this.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore.
God says don't prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore. That's not talking about physically sleeping with another man. That's talking about dress code, mindset. God says don't prostitute thy daughter. Watch this.
Lest the land, America,
read,
fall to whoredom.
This place is nothing but whoredom.
That's right.
Why? Read it from the top.
Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore.
So this land is whoredom. Why? Our churches say, dress as you want. Our mothers don't even know the laws of God. Our fathers are not teaching us. That's why this land, America, is full of whoredom. Read it again.
Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom.
God says don't do it lest the whole land fall to whoredom. So watch this. Get Matthew chapter 5 verse 24? 27. Matthew 5:27. Watch this. Matthew 5:27. Read that.
The book of Matthew chapter 5 and verse 27.
Believe it or not, sisters, you play a big role in the bringing back of the nation. God deals with men and he deals with sisters. These sisters, y'all play a big role. Watch this.
Matthew chapter 5 and verse 27. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not commit adultery.
What is adultery? Oh, say that again? It starts with the thought. Watch this, hold on, read on.
Verse 28. But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her.
So, why would a man look on a woman to lust? What is that woman giving that man to lust? She's wearing a tight dress. Her bosom, her breast is showing. Her booty out. Read it again.
But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her, hath committed adultery with her already in his heart.
So let me ask you something. When our sisters dress like this, is they showing that they love their brothers? Is they showing they love their people? That's what the officer brought out earlier. Envy thou not the oppressor. Because you're really showing you love your oppressor. Because God says when you dress like that, you cause your brother to lust. And that's adultery, which gets you death. Read it again. We got push up. We got something. Go ahead.
The book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haunting looks.
In her what?
Haunting looks.
So God says you can judge a book by its cover.
Right.
God says you can judge a book by its cover. If it sound like a duck, if it quack like a duck, sister, what is it? It's a duck. Read it again.
The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly.
That's it. So go back and read Matthew 5 again. And then we're gonna go back to Leviticus.
Matthew chapter 5 and verse 27. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not commit adultery. But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart.
God says if you look after a woman to lust after her, you have committed adultery already. So go back to Leviticus. Go back to Leviticus chapter 19. You got something?
The book of Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom.
So how would the land fall to whoredom, sister? We just read it. Right. So how would it fall to whoredom? Get Leviticus 20:19, I think it is. 2019? Or 19:20. How would the land fall to whoredom? Because our brothers would lust after our sisters. It is your job, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American women, to teach the younger women, to teach the children. Read.
That they may teach the young women to be sober.
You must teach them. Can't be on drugs, sister. You can't be on alcohol, sister. You gotta be following God's laws, sister. You can't dress like a whore, sister. Because if you dress like that, what you gonna attract? You're gonna attract nothing but niggas. Somebody that just wanna hit and go. And then you be home crying saying, niggas ain't no good. But you dress like a whore. Read.
Verse 4. That they may teach the young woman to be sober, to love their husband.
To do what?
Love their husband.
Didn't say love baby daddies.
Love their husband.
God says that you must teach the younger women to marry, to love your husbands. Nobody is born knowing how to love their husbands, sis. Nobody is born knowing how to love their kids. They got to be taught. That's why your job is great. Just like our job is great, your job is great also. Because God said it's your job to teach the younger women how to be what? Holy. How to keep God's commandments, how to dress, how to treat their husband, how to treat their kids. Wait.
To love their children.
To love their children. Our sisters don't love their kids. I guarantee you, our sisters found some babysitter to come out here and play the whore. They don't love their kids. They're not teaching them God's laws. We don't.
To be discreet.
To be what?
Discreet.
Discreet. Meaning not up in everybody's bed. Not the loudest one on the block. Discreet, read.
Chaste. Keepers at home. Keepers at home.
God says you gotta be keepers at home, doing your business. All right, get it. Good.
Obedient to their husband.
you know what the Bible say? Obedient to your husbands. So, what's the order when it comes to husband and wife? Then God, then Christ, and then the husband, then the wife, then the children. So if you know that, what should you be doing? Yeah, all praise to the Most High. But you acknowledging that you got to do it, and you're acknowledging that you got to be teaching these sisters. All praises. Absolutely. Absolutely, all praises. All praises. All praises, sister. What you just said is key. You said you was once lost, now you found through Christ. Watch this.
John chapter 8 and verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
So Christ says that you shall know the truth. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the truth is that you are the Israelites. That's right. The truth is that the law, statutes, and commandments will only give it to you. That's right. Not to come out here during the Essence Festival and play the whore. Right. Not to come out here and sell drugs. Right. Oh, go ahead. Read it again.
John chapter 8 verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Free from what? free from this, free from that devil. God says you're going to know the truth. And you're going to know you're not a nigga, you're not a spick, you're not a rescue, you're for the nation of Israel. That's who you are, according to the Bible. And now that you know, you have been set free. But get the truth real quick. Get the truth, then we're gonna make haste to keep God's commandments. Because God says that once you know the truth, you're gonna be held accountable also. Right? Read that.
Psalms chapter 119, verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
So we teach you God's law so that you can be set free. Because God says you can't get Matthew 18 to 30, I think it is. The laws, 18 to 30. Anybody know? Matthew 18 to 30? The lost sheep. Nah, I want Matthew 18 first. Matthew 18 to 30, right? 18 to 11, there it is. Read that.
Matthew chapter 18 and verse 11. For the Son of Man is come to save that which was lost.
Read it again and read it strong.
For the Son of Man is come to save that which is lost.
I'm gonna show you something, sister. Before you knew you was Israel, what was you calling yourself? But what nationality was you calling yourself? What nationality? Right, I understand, but before you knew the truth, you was black, we was Jamaican. What other nation out there, nationality was changed? The Chinese always been what? Chinese. The European man always been European. The Japanese man always been Japanese. It's only one nation on the earth that's lost. There's only one nation on the earth calling themselves about 10,000 different bywords. It's only one nation. Read it again.
Matthew chapter 18 and verse 11. For the Son of Man,
Jesus Christ,
is come to save that which was lost.
he said he came for the lost. The lost is the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Those who Christ came for. Read that. Oh my goodness. Get Matthew 15. Get Matthew 15. Read.
The book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Oh, who's the lost sheep, sister? We are the lost sheep. And Jesus Christ said he only came for the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. That's it. So now that you know, you got to be making haste to keep God's commandments. You got to be, reforming your mind. Not to the old man, but to the new sister in Christ.
Right.
That you can't be wearing pants. You gotta put on Timothy 2. You gotta put on modest apparel. You gotta have a head wrap when the word coming out. Right. You gotta keep the Sabbath day holy. You can't be celebrating 4th of July. Our people crazy. You understand we was still getting hung when they with 1776 we was still getting hung, sister. We was still eating out of a pig slop. So why we celebrate July 4th? Why we celebrate July 4th weekend? Why we light fireworks for a nation that is still killing us? Where we at? We in New Orleans, right? We in New Orleans. Just 5 years ago, Hurricane Katrina, what did this nation do for you people in New Orleans? They didn't do a damn thing for you. They told you sit here and suffer in your crap, in your misery. For 2 weeks, they put you in the Superdome and told you to fend for yourself. So why we celebrate this nation's holiday when they don't even care enough for us to send us aid in the need of help, in the need of trouble, but we still giving them all our doggone money. The Essence Festival. Yeah, read that.
Lamentations, the 4th chapter and the 17th verse. As for us.
Us is talking about the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Listen good.
As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
God says we are looking for somebody who will never save us. These nations will never save us. That's why they tell you, hey, here's an EBT card. Here's some food stamps. They don't tell you to keep God's laws. They tell you, hey, we're going to give you a mandatory day off to keep Christmas. We're going to give you a mandatory day off to celebrate 4th of July. When this thing has nothing to do with us. My brothers and sisters, these holidays have nothing to do with us. Read it again.
As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we wait for these nations to come get us. Read. We have watched for a nation, for America, that could not save us. America will not save you. Right. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, it's high time to wake up out of sleep. Right. These nations will not save you from your misery. The only way is keeping God's laws.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.